In this video, I am going to brush my 2-year-old's daughter's hair. Her name is Cece. She has, I've only had her hair trimmed once. She has long hair in the back, kind of like a tail, and then she has kind of shorter hair on the sides, and then a little bit of shorter bangs in the front. So she's kind of like a 257 girl. And in this video, I just completely detangle her very tangly hair, and I then use the kind of like the what I call the moisturizing brush at the end to smooth it out and make sure that all the oil and moisture in her hair goes down to the tips. I use a detangler, and I use a bunch of it because her hair was very, very tangly, and it makes it so that I can detangle with the tangle teaser brush without her having a lot of pain and without it taking very long. It seems like it takes a long time, but that's because it was so tangly, but maybe it would take longer and it would be a lot more painful for her if I didn't use the detangler. I don't like to use a lot of the detangler because it makes the hair kind of oily. It can make the hair oily. But in her case, it was very tangly at this time, and she has pretty dry hair. She has very fine hair, and it doesn't get very oily, especially not in the back. And in the tips, at the back bottom, it's the most tangly. And that's because, of course, the oils from her scalp don't reach there, as they should, naturally, because she also has like lots of waviness in the hair. And I don't do this kind of long, detailed brushing every single day. I do not use a little salon comb with a little pick at the end to make her part on the top of her head, like I'm doing here. I just use the tangle teaser to do it. It's real easy. She doesn't have a lot of hair. It's very thin. So I didn't even bother with that comb this time. As you can see here, I'm starting to work out the very last little tangles at the very end of her hair where it's so dry. And that's why just the tangles are even more difficult to work out down there at the bottom. And still, as I brush, I still feel a little bit at the end there. I had found a few little stray tangles right in the middle of her head there again. I'm just finishing up with her with this brush here, and then I start with the other brush. It's a really kind of a polishing brush. It just, finishes, gives a really nice shiny finishing touch, spreads all the oils and moisture from the detangler and from her scalp down to the very tips of her hair. I use this brush for a while because, as you can tell from how dry her hair can be, it really helps to sometimes, really work her hair through with this brush and spread all the oils to the tips and everything. It really helps her even in the next few days to keep, more smooth hair with less tangles. So that's why I do it for a long time, and that's it. Here's just a little demonstration of how even a kid could use that brush to brush another girl's hair, another child's hair with no tears, and make it more pleasant for everybody.